untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things. Like finding a new favorite shirt.
Flavors come together.
Simple human
First, I
sense.
taste
Finding the right
Visit Town
remote.
& Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com
years.
or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota for today's Region 1C tournament playoff game between the Hinckley Knights and the Rum River Bandits. Ethan Game Day Gilman here joining you for this early matchup between these two teams as we get set to see who will be the number 2 team headed to state out of Region 1C. And it starts at 10 a.m. here with the Hinckley Knights taking on the Rum River Bandits. A beautiful morning for some baseball. The sun is out and shining, not a cloud in sight, and it should be a great day for some baseball. This is not the only game that will be happening today. No, we've got a plethora of games happening here at Brennan Field, starting today, this morning, and then running through 7 p.m. tonight is how these games will go. But taking a look at it, Hinckley will be the first game here against Rum River, and then at 1 p.m. it will be Chisago Lakes taking on Ramsey. And then the winners of these first 2 games will play at 4 p.m. And then, they will play the loser of last night's championship game, and that is the Princeton Panthers. The Isani Redbirds have punched their ticket to the state tournament, beating the Princeton Panthers 3-0 here last night. The Redbirds beat Hinckley to send them to the elimination bracket in a close one, 4-3. So Isani has punched their ticket, and again, not that long ago, Isani and Hinckley played here. It was a pretty big night, a Hall of Fame night, and a no-hitter for Isaiah Brennan that night as well. And another good game between those two teams last weekend, but Hinckley unfortunately fell in the bottom of the ninth in that one. For Isani last night, Phil Bray, he went all 9 innings, only allowing 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and only 1 walk in last night's win for the Isani Redbirds. So Princeton will await the winners of all these games here today. And that will, again, that last game is here at 7 p.m. And as long as Hinckley keeps on winning, I'll be here to keep calling the games for them. So hopefully they can play all 3 games here tonight. We wind up seeing them at 7 p.m., come out of here with a victory at around 9:30, 10 o'clock. We'll have to wait and see, though, because it starts here in about 15 minutes at Brennan Field with the first game of the day here at Brennan Field. Again, it started last night, and it will continue through today and this evening. But before we get started, we're going to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll get a interview with the Knights manager, Ted Haas, hear what he has to say about today's matchup and potential matchups and what happened last weekend as well. So we'll take a word from our fine sponsors, then we'll hear that interview with the Knights manager, Ted Haas, as you're listening to Town Ball Playoffs on 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Yeah, I'll take a number 2 with a large soda. Excuse me? What? I can't understand anything you're saying. Maybe I just need to talk to a manager.
This week,
Get a family pass for 6 on the Osceola and St. Croix Valley Railway. Take the family for a scenic ride on the train for only $32.50. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
All right, that's sweet. Should I pull ahead?
That's WCMPradio.com/deals.
Game Day Gilman here, and I'm now joined by the Hinckley Knights manager, Ted Haas. First of all, Coach Haas, thanks so much for joining me.
Yes, thank you so much for covering us.
Oh, absolutely. We are happy and blessed to be able to do so. And playoffs have begun here for Region 1C, and it has been a ton of fun. Going back to last weekend, you guys were able to play 2 games. The first game, you were able to beat Mora. Just talk about that game a little bit. A very, very good game between the two teams. Good battle.
Yeah, whenever we play Mora, it's the two teams, you know each other very well, and, obviously a rival being, just down the road, and it's always a fun one. We only got to play one time this summer. A lot of times we play twice during the regular season, but that's not how the league was set up this year. But, we knew that we were going to be in for a battle, and we had to be ready to play, and that, Mora had a good season. They got 11 wins during the regular season, so that's a very good record, 11-4, and we were 12-3, so we knew it was going to be a good battle, and we were happy that we were able to get a few runs on the board early. We got 4 in the second inning, I believe it was, and John Osmus was able to hit a home run, and that got us going pretty good, and so we were in good shape there, and we got a couple more runs as well, so we were off to a good start at 4-0, but we knew that it was a long game, that they were going to continue to play hard, and they did, and got a couple runs and made it more interesting. And luckily, we got a couple more runs late, and were able to open it up just a little bit to give us a little more breathing room. But Moore gave us everything that we wanted. So.
In that game, Moore decided to go with a few different pitchers. What was that like for your team to see the few different pitchers that they did, knowing that the starter was going so well, but then they decided to switch it up? Well,
I think their strategy was to not let us get comfortable and see their pitchers more than 1 or 2 times through the batting order. And I think in general it was not a bad strategy. We were still able to get a few runs, but a lot of times when you see different pitchers with different styles and they throw different pitches, it does take a bat or two to get feeling comfortable. So, Jay Pautsky, their manager, is a very good baseball guy, and, you knew he was going to come up with a strategy that would give them a chance to be very competitive. As you mentioned, you guys were able to beat Mora 7-4. Then you guys were able to move to Sunday, where you would get another game against the Isani Redbirds, a team who you were able to see right at the end of the regular season. It was a pretty big night, a Hall of Fame night, plus a no-hitter for Isaiah Brennan. This time around, once again, another great battle between two teams. Give us your kind of synopsis of that game as well. Well, it was... two good teams, veteran teams. Both teams were not going to be rattled by the fact that it was a big game. They, both were going to be playing at high levels, and I thought they did a very good job. They threw a pitcher that we hadn't seen this year, James Green, very good pitcher. We know about him and whatnot, but we hadn't seen him this year, and he was able to keep us off balance for a while, and then. We kind of started hitting a little bit and got some runs, but, we fell down 3 runs early, and I was very happy. Our guys, didn't panic and battled back and got it back to 3-3, and, it was quite a good ball game. You got to give them a lot of credit for, they pitched well and played some good defense, and, our guys did the same, and, it came down to just a couple of plays here and there, and, we were unable to continue scoring after getting our 3rd run, and they were able to score 1 in the bottom of the 9th, which quite an exciting game, good one for the fans. And so 2 good teams, and you just never know what's going to happen when that happens, when you get 2 good teams together like that.
Looking at you kind of talked about it. Your team was down 3-0 early on. What is it for a team to take to stay calm like that? Because you mentioned you guys were able to come back and tie it up. Is that something that just comes with playing in the game, with being around baseball, or was that something that's kind of a part of the coaching aspect as well?
Well, we have a lot of veteran players. We've got guys that have played in many state tournaments, many region tournaments, and have had all kinds of different situations occur in baseball games. And a 9-inning game is a long game. You get lots of opportunities to, put together different situations and scoring threats and whatnot. And obviously, we're very confident with our team, and we feel like, we're one of the best teams in the region. And so we knew we could battle back and have a chance to win. And, the guys did that. And it wasn't a do-or-die game necessarily. Neither team was going to be, out of the tournament at that point, being that it was a double elimination tournament. But, I don't know that really played in more as much as just the fact that, we have a lot of veteran guys that have been in big games and, they just know how to handle themselves in those situations. And, always are confident that we have the group that can get it done.
Moving forward here to now this weekend, the playoffs begin Friday night with the Isani Redbirds and Princeton Panthers. You guys will start it off on Saturday playing against Rum River, a team who you, again, have played already this year, a 14-4 win last time you guys met after 8 innings. Playoffs are always different. Playoffs always seem to bring the best out of every team. So what are you looking forward to in that game from Rum River and also from your team? Well,
Rum River's been playing very well. They had 16 or 17 hits, I think, their last game, and they've historically, the last few years, been able to make some nice runs in the region tournament as far as getting deep into and playing a bunch of games. So, they're not going to go away quietly. We're going to need to play some good baseball to advance throughout the day. We are definitely still looking to battle for that second state tournament bid, and we know that we're going to have to play great baseball all day long, including the game against Rum River. And so I'd be surprised if our guys aren't ready to play. And Rum River, I know, is going to put up a good fight, and so we're going to have to find a way to score more runs than they do. I guess that's the name of the game.
The last time, as I mentioned, you guys only gave up 4 runs, but those were pretty big runs for Rum River. Looking at their lineup, they've got some big hitters in that lineup. How do you make sure, whether it's pitching or just telling the guys in the field, to make sure that when those big hitters get up to the plate, they're not allowing them to do too much damage?
Yeah, you have to look at it situationally. You need your pitchers to get ahead in the counts and throw quality pitches, and there's sometimes where your defense is in a situation where you might play a little deeper and try to not give up any doubles, make them string some hits together to score runs. And also they have a couple guys with some pretty good speed, so you have to be able to hold runners on base and make some good throws when necessary. And so there's a lot that goes into it. You might have some pickoff plays that you use. Certain guys might pull the ball and other guys might go the opposite field more, so you might have to, make sure your outfielders are in the proper positions. I'm the manager, but, we've got a lot of other veteran guys around the dugout, too, that are good at helping out with, and being aware of making sure that our guys are in the right spot. So, that's quite a nice thing to have, like having a bunch of coaches in the dugout. So makes for a lot of times we can really get ourselves in good positions because of that.
Looking forward to Saturday once again. It'll start with Rum River, but potentially win 3 games in order to get back to state, obviously against teams that you have already played against. In looking at that, obviously don't want to look too far ahead, but you've got to win the first game. But looking at that potential pitching-wise, we've talked about the depth of this team, but as a manager, what is the challenge going into a weekend like this where there's potentially 3 games that your team has to play and making sure that they stay healthy and stretched out and just warm throughout the day?
Yeah, we're probably one of few teams that feel like they have depth to be able to throw top quality pitching throughout the day, which is probably one of the reasons we feel confident going into the games, not not overconfident, certainly not overlooking anybody, because we are going to be playing against some really good teams, and they'll have some pitching as well. But we feel good that the opportunity is still there, that we have a shot at it, and I guess we're going to give it our best effort, and we feel like we're a tough team to beat when we're playing well and focused. And throughout the day, it's going to be we're going to have to look at matchups. We're going to have to kind of look at who beat who, and sometimes you don't want somebody to throw multiple times against somebody if they already have, or sometimes maybe you do. So, that's going to be the challenge. We feel like we have about half a dozen pitchers that can all beat very good teams. So I don't think it's going to be a matter of us running out of pitching. It's just going to be a matter of us making sure that we, pick the right matchups that will benefit us the most. And then, we're going to have things go our way. That's the way it works in a playoff situation. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and you got to make some of your own luck as well. And, you hope that your guys are at the plate are seeing the ball well that day and are feeling like they're in the groove, because a lot of that goes on feel and confidence, and certain days definitely guys feel better at the plate, and hopefully Saturday is going to be one of those good ones for our group.
Again, looking at the health of the team, everyone pretty healthy for this point in the season, no injuries?
Yeah, for the most part, I think we're in pretty good shape that way. Probably a few people are sore here and there, but by next weekend, I would think that, everybody's going to be ready to go, and we'll put forth our best effort and see where that takes us.
Well, Coach, that is all that I have for you today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think it's going to be a really fun Friday night and Saturday. We've got the two undefeated teams playing for the number one seed at state on Friday night, so that'd be a good one to come out and watch with Princeton and Isani, both quality teams. And Saturday you've got the other the loser of that game and the other four that are still left. So it's your top teams in the Eastern Mini battling it out with, a state tournament berth on the line come Saturday night as well. So, and everybody's in a do-or-die situation on Saturday. So it's a loser-out game every day or every game. And so I think it'd be a lot of fun for the fans to come out. Sounds like it's going to be dry days with not too hot. So kind of perfect conditions to come out and be outside. So just want to encourage people to come up and check it out.
Coach, again, want to thank you so much for joining me. It's greatly appreciated, and wish you the best of luck.
All right. Thanks so much, and thanks for your coverage this year and moving forward. So,
absolutely. Thank you.
Classic Restoration and Construction, right here in Ogilvie, is your local choice for roofing, siding, windows, or carpentry. Need a repair on a garage or shed? No problem. A full roof replacement due to storm damage or a new window? Put Classic Restoration and Construction's experience to work for you. No job is too big and no job is too small. Find Classic Restoration and Construction on Facebook. Quality construction done with class. Classic Restoration and Construction.
At Walia Health, your eye health is our passion. With cutting-edge technology and a team dedicated to your well-being, we're here to ensure your eyesight shines bright. From diagnosing and treating conditions like cataracts and glaucoma to helping you find the perfect pair of glasses or contacts, we've got you covered. Schedule your appointment today at waliahealth.org or give us a call at 320-679-2020. Let's keep those eyes sparkling together.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Game Day Gilman bringing you all the action from this game here between the Hinckley Knights and the Rum River Bandits at Brennan Field here in Hinckley, Minnesota. This is the elimination piece of the bracket here in Region 1C, and the Knights taking on the Rum River Bandits because the Hinckley Knights lost to the Isani Redbirds last weekend 4-3 in the bottom of the ninth, and then Isani went on to beat Princeton last night 3-0. So Isani has punched their ticket to the state tournament. And Princeton will have to wait till 7 p.m. to play the winner of these three games, rather, because the winner of this game will play at 4 against the winner of Chisago Lakes and Ramsey. And then the winner of these first two games will play at 4, and then the winner of that game will play Princeton at 7 p.m. Again, we've got, 4 games that are going to be happening here at Brennan Field. And, of course, as long as Hinckley's in it, we'll be here. Well, I'll be here to call the games. The Knights will take the field first. It will be Rum River at the plate, and leading off for them is number 24, Colton Skoglund. On the mound starting for the Knights is Ben Sickler, and behind the plate, of course, is Trevor Johnson. First one is swung on and hit out towards right field, shallow right. It's caught, nicely done there by Cale Haugen, who will start out in right. So one down already for Rum River. And now Seth Plohas comes to the plate for Rum River. And the first pitch to him is in there for strike 1. So Sickler on the mound to start for the Knights. Trevor Johnson catching. This one is swung on by Plohas out towards straightaway center. TJ Johnson under it, grabs it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. And now coming to the plate, number 10, Ryan Garlick for the Rum River Bandits. Over at first, of course, Sean Osmus at second. Corey Schmidt for the Knights, as this one's outside for ball 1. And at short, it is Isaiah Brennan. At third, it's Isaiah Haas. This one from Sickler's in there inside for strike 1. It'll be 1-1 now for Ryan Garlick. 2 down here in the top of the first. That one swung on, hit it right back up the middle. Brennan grabs it. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. Well, that's good of an opening inning you could ask for. No runs, no hits, and no errors by Hinckley. And we'll see what they can do offensively. Can they get on the board early here in this one like they have before? As we'll turn it over to the bottom of the first inning. So again, looking at the bracket, last night the Isani Redbirds beat the Princeton Panthers 3-0. Their ace, Phil Bray, went the distance. 9 innings, only allowed 4 hits, no runs, and 7 strikeouts in that win last night for Isani. And remember, in years previous, I don't know if it's the same this year, I believe it would be, but once the state tournament starts, you get to draft basically 3 other players from other teams in your league. It'll be interesting to see what teams get to make it and then who they will pick in that draft. But again, we'll have potentially 4 games here today, starting with the Rum River Bandits and Knights, then the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs, Ramsey Renegades. After this, the winner of those 2 games will play at 4, and then the winner of that 4 o'clock game will play against the Princeton Panthers. Should be a good matchup here today. The last time these 2 teams played, it was a 14-4 win for the Hinckley Knights. And they hope to do much the same here in this one, but the Bandits have had a good start, or a good last couple games in the playoff run. So leading off for the Hinckley Knights is number 18, Max Sickler. He'll be leading off. He will not be the number 9 batter this morning. I want to say this evening, but no, it's morning. So this morning he will be the number 1 leadoff batter for the Hinckley Knights. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1, as Sickler will look at that one. Max Sickler on the year, 286 batting, 17 RBIs, good enough for 4th on the team. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one's going to be fouled out of play. The man on the mound for the Bandits is Seth Plohas, number 23, and then behind the plate catching for him is number 12, Connor Osland. Here's the 0-2 to Sickler, right back up the middle, just past Plohas, but that is going to get by for a base hit and a leadoff hit for the Knights. And now coming to the plate, the lefty Cale Haugen, we're number 20. In the field, continuing for the Bandits at first is number 15, Kevin Auth. At second, number 8, Owen Forshen. And at third, it's number 5, Peyton Browen. And Max Sickler is out at second. He was caught leaning there, and he just decided to take off anyways, and unfortunately he could not beat the tag at second. So that'll be one out now instead of the one on that the Knights had. The first pitch here to Haugen is outside for ball 1, so that's unfortunate. Sickler got caught a little bit there in no man's land and decided just to take off to second and easily tagged. Here's the 1-0 to Haugen. That is swung on and hit out towards center. That looks like it may have beat the center fielder. It did. It's going to one-hop the fence out there, and Haugen will stroll into second with a stand-up double. Well, after a tough out there for Max Sickler, he got on, but then had tagged out at second. Now, you got a runner at second, one down, and the RBI leader, Corey Schmidt, coming to the plate for the Knights. 38 RBIs on the year for Schmidt. He'll step into the batter's box. Seth Plohas readies. And here's the pitch. That's high for ball 1. 1-0 count for Schmidt. That one is swung on and popped up into the third base territory. And it's grabbed for out number 2. So 2 down for Isaiah Haas. And Haas on the year, 22 RBIs, batting .366. Plohas with the first one to Haas, inside for ball 1. Two down for the Knights here in the bottom of the first. Runner at second. And here's the pitch, 1-0. It's in there. Inside part of the plate for strike 1. One now the count for Haas. Here's the pitch. That'll bounce to the catcher. In the dirt for ball 2. Cale Haugen will have to stay at second. No chance to move on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike for Haas. Plohas readies, and here's the pitch. That's going to get him right in the back. He took it. And Haas will reach base on a hit by pitch. So now Trevor Johnson will come to the plate. Runners at first and second. And for TJ Johnson, he has 20 of those RBIs on the year for the Hinckley Knights. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. For the Knights to begin the game, 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first. Then Max Sickler started off real well with a single right back up the middle, but then was tagged out trying to steal second. And Cale Haugen Followed that up with a long shot to center that just one hop to the fence. Then Schmidt flew out to third, and now Isaiah Haas most recently was just hit by a pitch, and now Trevor Johnson has a 2-0 count. So there are 2 down. Runners at first and second for the Knights. This one is hit down the third base line, and the third baseman tried to barehand it. That's going to get by him, and that will score a run. Cale Haugen comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single from Trevor Johnson. Haugen scores from second. It's an RBI single for Trevor Johnson, and now Sean Osmus makes his way to the plate. He started the scoring off last time we were here against Mora with a 2-run shot over the left field wall. Runners still on first and second with 2 down. That one swung on, and it's going to get over the second baseman's head. That'll score 1, and a little bit of an error out there in center as they try to pick up the ball. So an RBI single for Sean Osmus. Isaiah Haas will score from second. Trevor Johnson will move to third. Now you've got runners at first and third with 2 down still. And now Bryce Hipp makes his way to the plate. He's the DH today for Ben Sickler, the starting pitcher. 2-0. The Knights lead early in this one. That one's in there for strike 1 to Bryce Hipp. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Bryce Hipp, 280 on the year with 7 RBIs himself. To use another one here. They'll check the runner at first, but Osmus is back in time. Oh, 1 count for Hipp still. Plojas with the pitch. And Hipp got a piece of that one, fouls it off. Oh, 2 count now for Bryce Hipp. 2 down, runners at the corners. Looking to add on to this already 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Plojas sets, readies, and he'll check the runner at first. Back easily. More of a lob over there to first more than anything. 0-2 still the count for Hipp. The pitch. That's going to get him. Second hit by pitch this inning. First was Isaiah Haas. Now it's Bryce Hipp. That'll bring to the plate T.J. Johnson. And with that hit by pitch, that will load the bases for the Knights. And T.J. Johnson with an incredible opportunity to bust open this game early on. First pitch to TJ, high for ball 1. Again, a great opportunity here for TJ Johnson to pull the doors off this game early. Here's the next one. That one swung on and we popped up, but into foul territory and out of play. 1-1 count now for TJ Johnson. Made a nice play out in center in the top of this inning. And the 1-1. Just high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by TJ, and that'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Knights lead 2-0. Outside. And we'll run the count full. Full count here for T.J. Johnson, base loaded, 2 down. Plojas with the pitch. And that one goes foul as he got a piece of it. So now I think a discussion on whether did he actually get a piece of the ball or not. So full count once again for T.J. Johnson, bases loaded. Here's the pitch from Plohas. And that one's going to go foul. So that will go foul again by T.J. Johnson, and bases will stay loaded. T.J. Johnson battling at the plate here, trying to add more runs onto this already 2-0 lead for the Hinckley Knights. That one's a slow dribbler to the third baseman. Oh, he struggles with it, and then he won't even make a play. So he can't pick it up cleanly. That's going to allow a run to score. And T.J. Johnson to be safe at first. So with that error, that will bring home a run. The bases will stay loaded. For now, Isaiah Brennan. That one's in there for strike one to Brennan. 3-0 now after the error there at third. Not too nonchalant with the play. Isaiah Brennan at the plate with an 0-1 count. He gets a piece of that one out towards left center. Is that going to get down? No, I think the left fielder's there, and he is to make the play. Good hit nonetheless, but that will end the first. 3 runs off of 4 hits for the Knights. And 1 error by the Rum River Bandits. So, a good start to the game for the Hinckley Knights. Ben Sickler will look to continue that here on the defensive side of things as we get ready for inning number 2. Knights lead over the Rum River Bandits 3-0 in the first of what could potentially be 3 games for the Knights if they continue to win. We'll take a quick commercial break. Hear word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll be back for the action in inning number 2. You're listening to Playoff Baseball here on WCMP.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water, whether you want to fish or just float in style. With this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers, half-day rentals start as low as $200. Better yet, rent for a full 8 hours, starting at $300. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com.
Back here on WCMP, 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Game Day Gilman here, bringing you the action from Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota, where the Hinckley Knights lead the Rum River Bandits on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard 3-0. Leading off for the Bandits here in the top of the second is Kevin Auth, their first baseman. Sickler gets that one in there, swung on and fouled back out of play. In the outfield for the Knights here, out and left, it's going to be Max Sickler. In center, it's T.J. Johnson, and out and right, it's Cale Haugen. Meanwhile, Auth swings and misses on that one from Sickler, and now it's an 0-2 count for Kevin Auth, the leadoff man, in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. And that one actually got Auth. That one got him in, and that will put a runner at first for Rum River. So now Jackson Skoglund makes his way to the plate for the Rum River Bandits. That one's low, ball 1. That one's in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is swung on and hit out towards left field. Sickler on it and grabs it. And a beautiful running catch out there by Max Sickler for out number 1. Not a lot you can get by Max Sickler out there. He's got a ton of speed in left. Owen Forshen now to the plate. Their second baseman. One down and a runner at first. That one is swung on and hit down the right field line. That is going to stay to score. That one's in there for strike one from Ben Sickler. And Connor Oslin at the plate now, 1 count. Runners at the corners, 1 down for Rum River. Top of the second. In there, strike 2. Sickler readies. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and popped up. Right on the infield. Isaiah Brennan at short grabs it right behind the second base bag, and that is out number 2. John Gaub coming to the plate. They're DH for the Bandits. So now 2 down, runners still at the corners. Gaub swings, gets this one to the shortstop. Brennan underhands it to second for the out, and that will be it. So, 1 hit, no runs for the Bandits. No errors by the Knights. And that'll be it for the top of inning number 2. The threat at third does not become a problem for the Knights as they get out of the inning. Now they'll have their turn again on offense. It'll start with Isaiah Brennan leading off for the Knights here in the bottom of the second. Rum River wearing their blue uniforms, their blue caps, the blue jerseys with the white bandits across the chest, the logo right in the middle of the jersey, white numbers outlined in the orange belt, the white pants, and they even got the socks to match. They've got the blue socks, the 3 orange stripes on the socks outlined in white. Your Hinckley Knights wearing their green jerseys today. The 3 stripes on the sleeve, the 2 white out and the yellow in the middle. Numbers and letters are white outlined in the yellow. Green cap, yellow H on the cap, and the white pants. So we get set for the bottom of the second inning here in Hinckley at beautiful Brennan Field. Beautiful, historic Brennan Field. This is the first of 4 games here today. The next game takes place at 1 p.m. That'll be Chisago Lakes taking on Ramsey. Then the winners of these 2 games will play at 4, and then the winner of that 4 o'clock game will play Princeton for the chance to get to state. So Isaiah Brennan makes his way to the plate, to the right-handed batter's box. The 9-1-2 hitters due up. Brennan, Max Sickler, and Cale Haugen due up this inning. Plohas with the first pitch. That's going to be well outside for ball 1. One pitch is inside for ball 2. And here's the 2-0 pitch. That's inside as well. 3-0 count. Strike 1. Three-one pitch. High for ball 4, and Max Sickler will draw the leadoff walk. So leadoff walk for Max Sickler, and now Cale Haugen to the plate. Runner at first, and now that is a strike, but Sickler is in there. Safely, they're going to say. So last time he tried, he was easily tagged out. This time it was much closer, but he is called safe this time, and Sickler does get the steal. It's an 0-1 count for Cale Haugen. Haugen gets a piece of that one, fouls it. Out of play down the third base line. So 0-2 count now for Cale Haugen. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Haugen. He gets a piece of that one, and that one's out towards shallow left. The left fielder is up and grabs it for out number 1. 1 down for the Knights. Now coming to the plate, Corey Schmidt flew out in the start of this one. Loha's with the pitch. That one's swung on, and that one will be towards foul territory, and it will go out of play. So Schmidt will get another chance at it. Here's the 0-1. Got a piece of it, and it will go foul for Corey Schmidt. Corey Schmidt has an 0-2 count. 1 down, runner at second for the Knights. And here's the pitch from Lohazi. Schmidt will get another piece of that one off the catcher's mask. So he'll keep himself alive, battling at the plate. 0-2. Lohazi sets. And here's the pitch. That's ball 1, and the throw to third not going to be there. And Sickler is into third. That one just got away from the catcher, just couldn't find it right away. And Sickler moves up. 1-2 count now for Corey Schmidt. Got a piece of that one, and it just goes off of the third baseman's glove, and then it gets away from the first baseman. Schmidt going to second, and Schmidt is safe. And that would have been, that was close. Schmidt decided to take off from first. Well, wound up being a close play there at second. RBI there for Corey Schmidt. So Schmidt still gets the RBI, and then winds up on second. 4-0 now for the Knights, and Isaiah Haas to the plate. That one's ball 1 to him. One 0 count. Haas shakes off the first. And now here's the pitch. In there on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1-1 for Haas. Runner at second, 1 down. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Haas just got a piece of that one, and they will get the lead runner out at third. And Haas will reach via the fielder's choice. So now Trevor Johnson to the plate. RBI single last time up. 2 down, runner at first for Hinckley. Here's the pitch from Plohaas, and that's in there, strike one. A little inside. I called strike one anyways. And here's the pitch. That's low. 1-1 now for Trevor Johnson. RBI single last inning. Helped him get those 3 runs on the board. That one swung on and hit out towards center. And it is grabbed for out number 3. No hits, 1 run. And an error by Rum River. That will bring us to the end of inning number 2. The Knights lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard 4-0 now after getting an RBI from Corey Schmidt to add on to his total. So we'll head to the 3rd inning of play, and we'll first get a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. Game Day Gilman here as we ready for the 3rd inning of this game between the Hinckley Knights and the Rum River Bandits. Getting set to lead off for the Bandits in the 3rd is Duke Waxberg. Sickler with the first pitch. In there, strike one. And here's the 0-1. Got a piece of it, did Waxberg. Duke on the year, 288 with 3 RBIs and 2 doubles. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Waxberg keeps himself alive, getting a piece of that one, following it back. Here's the 0-2 again. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the leadoff man. Waxberg gets a piece of it, and that one's out towards left. And Sickler's on it for out number 1. So 1 down for Rum River, and that'll bring us to the top of the order once again. Colton Skoglund to the plate. Into the left-handed batter's box. And Skoglund gets a piece of that one, fouls it back. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Sickler. High for ball 1. 1-1 on the way. And he practicing his golf swing on that one. 1-2 now for Skoglund. Swinging and a miss for out number 2. First strikeout on the morning for Ben Sickler. And now Seth Plohas to the plate. A pitcher versus pitcher matchup right here. Plohas, the pitcher for Rum River, versus Sickler, the starting pitcher for Hinckley. First one's in there for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that one's swung on and fouled back out of play. Sickler wastes really no time in between pitches. We've counted it's anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds. So as soon as there is a pitch, it is 3 to 5 seconds from the time it gets in the glove of the catcher to the time that he throws the next pitch. It is quick. Let's count it here. As we get back out of timeout, 2 seconds. I mean, maybe 1.5. That one's inside for ball 1. 1-2 now. So let's see it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 seconds. 1-2. Got a piece of it. Count stays 1-2 for Plohas. And the pitch on the way from Sickler. Plohas gets a piece of it to Brennan at short. Throw on to first is in time for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 inning again. No hits and no runs. No errors by Hinckley. And now the bottom of the 3rd. The Knights lead 4-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So we get to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And as we move to the bottom of the 3rd, remind you that to check out the WCMPradio.com deals page. I'll do it myself just to go there and so you guys can hear it. So if you go to WCMPradio.com, you can go to the deals tab. It's up there. You can see the home page, the news tab, the sports tab, and then it's deals. You just click on the deals tab. As I do, as my mouse pad doesn't want to work. There we go, and now it'll take you to a bunch of different things. We got Yellow River Pinball, Private Pinball Party gift card. We've got bunch of our local restaurants and bars and grills. Plus, we've got golf on there. I mean, we've got Ooh La La Lash. I mean, JD's Heating and Air. I mean, we've got all sorts of things. Ringler Family Campground. I mean, we don't, there's not a lot we don't have on here. We even have Throttle RX rentals in Danbury, Wisconsin. I mean, we have all that and more on here, plus the Pine City PRCA Rodeo. It's coming up in about, 3 weeks now? After this week, it'll be 3 weeks that it's coming up? Man, I don't like summer just because it goes so fast. But that is where you can find all those deals. We have deals on them. Like for a private pinball party, it's $25 on our website, or you can get a $15 gift card to Docks in Sturgeon Lake. Bunch of different things up on our website, so be sure to check that out, WCMPradio.com. Go to the deals tab, or just go to WCMPradio.com/deals, where you can find all those up there, and then some. Beautiful day here in Hinckley, Minnesota for, beautiful morning, I should say, as we get set for the start of the bottom of the 3rd. 65 degrees currently. Slight wind out there, just above 10 miles an hour. Humidity's low, under 60%, so beautiful day. High of 70 today. Just gorgeous weather. More fall weather than summer, but we'll take it. Leading off for the Knights will be the first baseman, Sean Osmus. Plohas with the first pitch to him. In there on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Plohas. Osmus out in front of that one. Swings and misses for strike 2. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. Plohas sets. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Osmus for out number 1. And that will bring to the plate Bryce Hipp. He was hit by a pitch back in the first. Hip settles into the right-handed batter's box. Got a piece of that one, fouls it off. Oh, 1 now his count. And the 1 pitch from Plohas. That stays high for ball 1. 1-1 count now for Bryce Hip. And the pitch on the way. Hip gets a piece of that one and fouls it off once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes for him. 1 down, nobody on. Don't forget there's plenty of action going on here in Hinckley, so if you're missing this game, I encourage you to come on out because there's even more coming here. And swing and a miss there from Hip will be out number 2. There's more coming, and as long as the Knights keep winning, I'll be here covering the games. But their next game, if they win, wouldn't be till 4 p.m. as the next game between Chisago Lakes and Ramsey starts at 1. And then the winner of these 2 games will play again at 4, and then the winner of that game will play Princeton at 7 p.m. So 2 down now for the Knights, and that brings to the plate T.J. Johnson. Reached on an error his last time up. Ball 1 to him. Got a piece of that one, and into foul territory off the third base line into left field, and it goes foul. Oh, 1-1 now for T.J. Johnson, center fielder. Plohas with the pitch. T.J. Johnson gets a piece of that one right out towards left fielder, and he grabs it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Knights. No hits, no runs, and no errors by Rum River. So that is it for the 3rd inning of play at Brennan Field. The Knights lead over the Rum River Bandits 4-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And we'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Yeah, I'll take a number 2 with a large soda. Excuse me? What? I can't understand anything you're saying. Maybe I just need to talk to a manager.
This week, save $10 off a gift certificate to Doc's Sports Bar and Grill in Sturgeon Lake. A $25 gift card for only $15. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
All right, that's sweet. Should I pull ahead?
WCMPradio.com/deals.
Does radio advertising work? It just did. Make it work for you. Contact us at WCMPradio.com.
Back here for the start of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Rum River Bandits is Ryan Garlick. Ground out in his first at-bat. Sickler with the first pitch in there, outside part of the plate, but called strike 1. The 0-1 swung on and hit out towards deep left field. Sickler on it, and that is gone. So Garlick with the solo shot over left field. Puts them on the board. And it's 4-1. Well, that's one way to change the look of the game. Leadoff solo shot for Ryan Garlick. Now Kevin Oth to the plate. He was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. That one swung on, and that is up Isaiah Haas will call off Ben Sickler to grab it for out number 1. Sickler was yelling that he had it, but then told Haas to grab it instead. Either way, they do get the out. So 1 down now for Rum River. Jackson Skoglund makes his way to the right-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch from Sickler. It's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch on the way from Sickler. Swung on, and it will roll foul down the third base line. So now 0-2 for Jackson Skoglund. 0-2. In there. Strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. We'll get him looking for out number 2. Owen Forshin to the plate. He reached on a single and then was out at second to end the inning back in inning number 2. So 2 down. That one swung on and hit right at Corey Schmidt at second. Throw on to first in plenty of time for out number 3. So the ground out there will end the inning, but they get the one massive hit for the 1 run as the home run. And no errors by the Knights. So the Bandits get themselves on the board with that home run from Ryan Garlick, and now the Knights will be looking to add on to their lead. There is too much time left in this one. Too much. You got the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning left for Rum River. There's plenty of time here in this one. And because innings aren't timed, you technically have all the time in the world, technically, but still got games that are happening today other than this one, believe it or not. Got one at 4 o'clock. That is the next game. That will see Chisago Lakes Bulldogs take on Ramsey Renegades, and then the winners of these 2 games will play at 4. The winner of that 4 o'clock game will play Princeton at 7. Full day of baseball here at Brennan Field. Bottom of the 4th coming our way. It'll be led off by Isaiah Brennan. He's made a couple plays at short today. Ploha's out there for the bottom of the 4th. Been a good one here so far. The Knights got off to the fast start in the first. A 3-0 lead, then added one more in the second. And most recently, Rum River added that home run from Ryan Garlick. Top of this inning, rather. So here's Isaiah Brennan to lead us off in the bottom of the 4th. And here's the pitch from Plohas. It's in there for strike 1. And the 0-1. Swinging and a miss by Brennan. Oh, 2. Plohas outside on that one for ball 1. 1-2 now the count for Isaiah Brennan. Here's the pitch from Plohas. And swing and a miss by Brennan for out number 1. 3 strikeouts for Plohas as Max Sickler makes his way to the plate. One down for Hinckley. That one bounces in the dirt. Be ball 1. One 1-0 now for Sickler. Here's the pitch from Plohas. Sickler late swing, but he got a piece of it and fouls it back. One now for Max Sickler. Here's the pitch from Plohas, and that's in there, strike 2. Plohas with the 1-2 pitch. Sickler got a piece of that one, and that one's going to go foul and out of play. First baseman tried to make a play on it. But just out of his reach. So, still a 1-2 count for Max Sickler. And Plohas with the pitch. And that one's going to be called just high for ball 2. So 2-2 is the count for Max Sickler. And here's the pitch. That will run the count full now for Sickler. Cale Haugen due up behind him. One down and nobody on for Hinckley. Pitch from Plohas. Sickler gets a piece of it. Shortstop grabs it. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. 2 down now for the Knights, and Cale Haugen makes his way to the plate. He had a stand-up double, eventually scored back in the first. First pitch to him, outside, ball 1. 1-0 count for Cale Haugen. Time call. Here's the 1-0. Haugen gets a piece of that one. That's in a good spot, and that will get down for a base hit. 2-out single for Haugen. And that's when they got all the runs to score in the first was with 2 outs. Let's see if they can't do it again here in the fourth. Now Corey Schmidt to the plate. Two down, runner at first now for the Knights. And now they've got Cale Haugen in a rundown. And they're going to say they got him on the tag. Well, Schmidt won't be able to finish his at-bat because Haugen is tagged out. They had him in a rundown, and he was eventually tagged. So get the runner on, and this is the second time they've had a runner get tagged on the base path. So that will be it for the fourth inning of play. We'll get ready for the top of the fifth when we return on a word from our fine sponsors.
Whoa, they got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like lots of matzo pizza, buy one, get one free. Ben & Jerry's 2 for $12. Celsius, buy 2, get one free. Any size fountain pop, just 79 cents. Jack's Link Jerky, 2 for $10. And Johnsonville Brats and Dogs, ready to eat, 2 for $4. Open 24/7, 365. They got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Sean here from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. We care about your comfort and safety. Regularly checking your propane gauge is critical, and when it reaches 30%, it's time to give us a call at 715-689-1032 to request a fill. Reliable service from your local cooperative. Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
Attention baseball fans! Are you ready to experience the thrill of St. Paul Saints baseball with
as we get set for the top of the 5th inning, leading off for the Rum River Bandits is number 12, Connor Osland. First pitch to him was a low for ball, and now this one's in there for strike one. 1-1 now for Osland. That one fouled back. And that'll make it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Osland. That one swung on and lobbed to Isaiah Haas at third. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. And John Gobb now comes to the plate for Rum River. That one's in there, ball 1. It's in there for strike 1. That one's in there for strike 2. And Sickler had 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. Outside, ball 2. 2-2 for John Gobb. 2-2, swing, and got a piece of it. That is foul. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play by John Gobb. Here's the 2-2 again. Swung on right to Haas at third. The throw on to first is in time for out number 2. Another ground out to Isaiah Haas, and now Duke Waxberg to the plate. 2 down. He flew out, did Waxberg in the 3rd inning. Ben Sickler with the pitch. That one swung on, and oh, that might be trouble. That is going to get down. That's a base hit for Duke Waxberg. Wasn't the prettiest of swings, but he still got on. So 2-out single for Duke Waxberg. Any way you can, I guess. That'll bring us back to the top of the order for Colton Skoglund. Runner at first, nobody out. Throw over to first, but Waxberg's back in time. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's foul back out of play. Throw over. That time he is back safely again. That one was a closer play, but the ball wound up popping out of Osmus's hand at first. Here's the 0-1 to Skoglund. Throw down to second. Not going to be close. And, oh, it gets out to center. It gets past Brennan and Schmidt. And with that, that will send the runner to third. So with that, it's an error. That'll send him to third. And the 1-1 pitch to Skoglund is inside for ball 2. 2-1 to Skoglund. That one swung on and hit to Osmus. It's going to get past. And it does score. Wow. Schmidt, I mean, he did everything he could to make that play at first. It was a close play, but just did not get there. It's an RBI single for Colton Skoglund. Well, that's unfortunate for the Knights, as that will make it a 4-2 lead. Now, they still have the lead, but you don't want the Bandits to get scoring here. 4-2 lead. Sickler, that one is swung on and fouled down the right field line. And on a play by Seth Plohas. All of a sudden the Bandits right back into this one. They trail by 2, cut the lead in half, if you will. Oh, 2 count for Plohas now. Runner at first, 2 down. And they'll check the runner at first, but he's back safely. Oh, 2 count. And here's the pitch. Swung on right to Sickler, and he'll end the inning. Well, that is not the way you wanted things to go if you're Hinckley, but he will end the inning. So 2 hits, 1 run, and an error committed by the Knights there in the top of the 5th. The Knights will need to find some way to add on to their lead, as they got the first 2 innings start off hot, and then the last 2 innings have not been 1-2-3 per se, because the 3rd inning was 1-2-3, a true 1-2-3. The 4th inning was technically a 1-2-3 because first guy swung and missed for out number 1. Sickler grounded out, and then Haugen reached first on a single, but then he was thrown out trying to steal, so it was technically a 1-2-3. So with that, it will be Corey Schmidt to lead off the bottom of the 5th, because he didn't get to finish his at-bat. Plohas will come out for the 5th inning as well. The Bandits, they're keeping themselves in this one after they got down 4-0. You could easily, as a team, just kind of throw in the towel. But this Bandits team, if we take a look at that bracket, if I can use my eyes well enough, because I'm blind, as we all know. But Rum River, they initially lost to Mora 5-2, so they went down to the elimination bracket. Then they beat Ogilvie 11-3. Then they beat Quamba 6-4, and then they beat North Branch 12-6. So they beat both North Branch and Quamba, who are some of the top teams this year. And they've been doing pretty good, getting pretty good runs on the board. North Branch beat Mora, by the way, in the elimination bracket 12-1. So just a wacky bracket this year, as it is Isani who got the first bid to the state tournament, beating Princeton last night here at Brennan Field 3-0. Princeton will play the winner from the 4 o'clock games, and that 4 o'clock game will see the winner of this game and the winner of Chisago Lakes and Ramsey. And as long as the Knights keep on winning, I'll be here. So Corey Schmidt, as I mentioned, will lead off the bottom of the 5th. That's outside for ball 1 to him. Here's the 1-0. Schmidt gets a piece of that one towards center, and it's going to get down for a base hit. So leadoff single for Corey Schmidt, and now it's Isaiah Haas to the plate. These are 2 guys who do a great job of bringing runs in, but get them on base is just as good. Haas second on the team with 22 RBIs. So runner at first. Here's the pitch to Haas. And that's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. Dang near got him, but he gets out of the way, and that's ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's in there, strike 1. Outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Plohas readies. Here's the pitch. That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Isaiah Haas. The leadoff man, Schmidt, at first. That's ball 4, and is that when it rides high? So Haas draws the walk. It'll put a runner at first and second for Trevor Johnson. He had an RBI single back in the first, and they would appreciate nothing more than that right here. And Johnson gets a piece of that one, fouls it back. Beautiful day here for baseball. Sun's coming out. Sun's been out, really. No clouds to speak of. 67, high of 70 today, so just beautiful day for baseball. Bunt showed. And Schmidt got about halfway to third, turns around as that one pops out of the glove of the catcher. 1-1 now for Trevor Johnson. Ploha's readies. And here's the pitch. Stays high. That's ball 2. Trevor Johnson at the plate now. Behind him, getting warmed up, is Sean Osmus. Infield is in. Dang here on the grass. Showing bunt, and it goes foul. And he did get his bat on it, which is going to make it go foul. And he stumbles backwards. And that's unfortunate that he couldn't pull his bat back because he probably would have got hit by the pitch there, but you don't want to see anyone get hit by the pitch, but I'm sure Trevor Johnson would take it because that would put somebody else on it, load the bases for Sean Osmus with no outs. So, but he did get a piece of his bat. So 2-2 pitch on the way. Johnson, that one is a double play ball. That's to second for 1, to first, and that's not going to get there in time. And in fact, because that gets by the first baseman, it's going to score a run. So Corey Schmidt will score from second. Miles will be out at second on the tag, on the force out, I should say, and then the error there. So it will make it 5-2 with runner on first, 1 down. Sean Osmus got a piece of that one. Fouls it back. So, Corey Schmidt scores from second on the error, throwing to first. They did get the runner at second out, did the Rum River Bandits, but Trevor Johnson safe at first, also because of the error. Swing and a miss here from Sean Osmus will make it an 0-2 count for him. Ploha's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Osmus. That's outside for ball 1. Osmus at the plate, 1 down, runner at first. Then you've got behind him warming up in the on deck, Bryce Hipp. One, 2 count. Here's the pitch to Osmus. Got a piece of that one. That one's going to bounce foul down the third base line. So Osmus battling here, keeping himself alive. Knights have scored a run, make it 5-2 their lead now. They try to continue their playoff journey. Ploha's ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's low, and that will be ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sean Osmus, bottom of the 5th. Runner at first and 1 down. Ploha's ready. Here's the 2-2. Inside, Osmus does not agree with the call whatsoever. They're going to say it's strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. It will get them looking for out number 2. So that'll make it 2 down for Bryce Hipp. Runner at first. Plohas will check the runner at first, but Johnson is back safely. Plohas ready. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss from Bryce Hipp. Big swing and a miss, too. Bryce Hipp the DH for this game for Ben Sickler, the 0-1. And they'll check the runner at first again. Trevor Johnson's back safely. Seth Plohas, the pitcher. Readies. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bryce Hipp. That's outside. Nice snag there by the catcher of Rum River, Osland. And 1-1 now for Bryce Hipp. Here's the pitch. Bryce Hipp gets a piece of that one out towards left field. Left fielder under it, grabs it, and holds on for the 3rd out. So 1 run, 1 hit. And the error. From Rum River. That will end the 5th inning of play. The Hinckley Knights lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard by 1 more. 5-2 now after 5 innings. And when we return, we will have the top of the 6th inning ready to go for you here at Brennan Field after word from our fine sponsors.
Attention baseball fans! Are you ready to experience the thrill of St. Paul Saints baseball with our weekly live on-air giveaway? That's right! Every Friday is your chance to score big and win tickets to see the Saints live in action at beautiful CHS Field. Imagine the atmosphere, the crack of the bat, the smell of freshly popped popcorn, and the joy of being surrounded by fellow fans. Special thank you to our incredible sponsor, bringing in the heat with Hinckley Firehouse. Listen to WCMP every Friday morning for your chance to win tickets to the St. Paul Saints.
Classic Restoration and Construction, right here in Ogilvie, is your local choice for roofing, siding, windows, or carpentry. New roofing from GAF, Owens Corning, or Certainty. Many siding options like vinyl, LP, steel, or aluminum. Put Classic Restoration and Construction's experience to work for you. No job is too big and no job is too small. Find Classic Restoration and Construction on Facebook. Quality construction done with class. Classic Restoration and Construction.
Yeah, we thank all our fine sponsors here on WCMP, sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. Appreciate them. Here in this elimination game between the Hinckley Knights and Rum River Bandits, the Knights currently lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard 5-2. But they would like to add on some more. But first, it's the Rum River Bandits' turn. It's Ryan Garlick. Back in the 4th, he led it off with a solo shot over the left field wall. And they're hoping to not allow that to happen again. This one's inside for ball 1. So again, Garlick at the plate with a 1-0 count now. He grounded out in his first at-bat, then in the 4th, just absolutely smashed one over the left field wall. This one out towards right field. Haugen on it and holds on for out number 1. So 1 down now for the Bandits. Kevin Auth now comes to the plate. Another left-handed batter for the Bandits. Again, the loser of this game season is over. The winner will play again at 4 against the winner of Chisago Lakes and Ramsey. And Auth will just stand there, and he gets hit by the pitch. That's the 2nd time in this game he's been hit by a pitch. So one down, runner at first. Jackson Skoglund to the plate. Sickler readies. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to Skoglund. One 0. Low. Now a 2-0 count for Skoglund. That's going to get Skoglund. Second batter who has been hit by a pitch in a row. And now 2 runners on with 1 down. It's Owen Fortune. Trevor Johnson and Ben Sickler will have a quick word with each other before this next at-bat brings the left-handed batter. Again, Owen Fortune to the plate. 1 for 2 today. But now with runners at first and second, Owen Fortune is the tying run for the Bandits. Sickler readies. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ball 1. One pitch on the way. That's going to be low, and that'll be ball 2. (2-0) on the way. That's going to be strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike for Owen Fortune. 2-1. Swung on. Schmidt grabs it, throws to second for 1. Throw on to first, not in time. And then they will throw back to third. They're going to say he's safe. Back at third. So they will get the runner at second for the second out. They almost got the runner at third. And Fortune will reach on a fielder's choice. Connor Osland to the plate. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Sickler with the pitch, swung on. Right to Osmus, throw on to second, is in time. For out number 3. No hits, no runs for the Bandits. No errors by Hinckley. That will end the top of the 6th. That threat from third will not become a factor as they strand 2 to the Bandits. And now it's the bottom of the 6th. While we've got a moment, I want to remind you that throughout the regular season for the St. Paul Saints, we'll be giving away a pair of Saints tickets to their home games every Friday during the morning show. So, if you missed it this Friday, tune in next Friday on both our morning shows on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron, and then on KBK with Rock and Robin Riley during the Friday morning shows for your chance to win a pair of St. Paul Saints tickets. We are doing that every Friday to the St. Paul Saints tickets, St. Paul Saints home games. You can enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets. So be sure to do that, as St. Paul Saints are always fun to go to. Great atmosphere. It's outside. Today would be a great day to go, so even if you don't have tickets from us to go, I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea just to go today. They're hosting the Columbus Clippers this week. As we get set for the bottom of the 5th here in Hinckley at Brennan Field, TJ Johnson, Isaiah Brennan, and Max Sickler due up this inning. Ploha's still out there for the Bandits. Knights looking to add on to their 5-2 lead. There we go. TJ Johnson makes his way to the right-handed batter's box to lead off. Bottom of the 6th. If you missed or are missing this game, maybe you're on the way, driving through town, go ahead and stop on by or just for a moment, because they will have 3 more games after this one. They'll have a game at 1 p.m. where it'll be Chisago Lakes versus Ramsey, and then at 4 p.m. will be the winner of that game and this game. And then the winner of that 4 p.m. game will play Princeton at 7. Plenty of baseball action going on. TJ Johnson starts out with a 2-0 count to lead off the bottom of the 6th. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. Two one. That is going to go foul down the third base line. And that will even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. TJ Johnson again down the third base line. But foul. So 2-2. Here's the pitch from Plojas. That one's is popped up towards first, and the first baseman holds it for out number 1. They have Brennan at the plate. That's inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And Sickler will hold off on that one. Or Brennan, excuse me. Brennan will hold off, and that's ball 2. Here's the 2-0. And there for strike 1. Here's the 2-1. Oh, and that got Brennan, and that will put him on first. So 1 down, runner at first after the hit by pitch, and now back to the top of the order with Max Sickler making his way to the plate. And it looks like the catcher and pitcher are going to have a word on. We'll talk with Plojas just for a moment. There's 1 down and a runner at first with Isaiah Brennan. So Sickler steps back into the batter's box. Here's the actually, they'll check on that runner. Brennan at first. He's back in plenty of time. They'll check the runner again. At first, he's back safely. Seth Plojas with the first pitch now to Sickler, and that nearly got him. I thought it did maybe for a second, but it did not. So it's a 1-0 count now for Max Sickler. 1 down, runner at first. Bottom of the 6th, the Knights lead 5-2 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The 1-0 swung on. That's going to get by. That'll be a base hit for Max Sickler. So now runners at first and second for Cale Haugen. He's 2 for 3 today. Cale Haugen, the lefty. Here's the pitch from Plohas outside for ball 1 to Cale Haugen. Only one down for the Knights in the bottom of the 6th. And the 1-0. That's in. Maybe a little bit low for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That'll turn it into 3 balls and no strikes now. Cale Haugen, the 3-0. Plohas with the pitch. That's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk for Cale Haugen. And now Corey Schmidt to the plate with a outstanding opportunity here to add some more onto their lead. Bases are loaded with only one down. And we're going to get a meeting on the mound. Don't think it'll be the end of the day for Plohas, but we'll see. It looks like it's just a conversation. And while they have a conversation, Schmidt will come over to manager Ted Haas and have a word with him real quick. Brennan on third will talk with Haas as well. Well, there we go. The meeting on the mound is going to come to a close. Plohas will stay in the game. Again, Schmidt at the plate. Been a little bit of a slump, but great opportunity to get out of it. That one's outside for ball 1 from Plohas. Infield is in for the Bandits. Bases loaded. That one swung on and popped up. Out towards right. Right fielder does grab it, and runners will tag. So sac fly there will score a run and advance a run. So 2 down now. It does score a run. Moves a runner forward. Runners at first and third. 2 down for Isaiah Haas. 6-2 the lead for the Knights. Plohas ready. Here's the pitch. And Haas will foul this one out of play. Plohas sets and we'll check the runner at first, but he's back safely. Cale Haugen over there at first. Here's the 0-1. And Cale Haugen will be in the second with the steal. Runners in scoring position, a 1-1 count for Isaiah Haas. That one is over him, and the run from third is in safely. Max Sickler on the wild pitch scores. And also advances Cale Haugen to third. So the wild pitch scores a run. Runner at third. 2 balls and 1 strike for Isaiah Haas with still 2 down. 7-2 now, the Knights lead. Two balls, 1 strike for Isaiah Haas. Now one's going to be ball 3. (3-1) for Isaiah Haas. Here's the pitch. That one is out towards right center. Right fielder, he makes the grab for out number 3. Well, that'll end the inning, but not before the Knights are able to score 2 runs. On 1 hit. 1 hit, 2 runs. No errors there by Rum River. And that will take us to the top of the 7th. The Knights add a few more runs onto their lead and trying to get out of here with a victory and move on to 4 o'clock. So we'll be back with the start of the 7th inning after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Top of the 7th inning here at Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota. And leading off for the Rum River Bandits is John Gobb. About 0 for 2 on the day, I should say, and he's reached on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd. That one's in there for strike 1. 1-1 now. That's in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gobb. That one swung on and fouled back, and that one will get down. Trevor Johnson tried to get after it, but just missed. Appreciate the effort there by Trevor Johnson, but it'll be a 1-2 count for Gobb. One-two swung on to third. Haas with the grab and the throw to first. No, it's going to pop out of Osmus's glove. So Gobb is safe at first. And now Duke Waxberg to the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. That's ball 1 to him. That's in there for strike 1. One pitch. Swung on and fouled off of Waxberg. He's going to walk it off. Johnson and Sickler will meet on the infield grass for a quick conversation. And the conversation over. Trevor Johnson will make his way back behind the plate. Got a runner at first. Nobody out. 1-2 count for Duke Waxberg. That one swung on and just passed Isaiah Haas at third. Sickler will get it out and left, and that's a single for Duke Waxberg. And now back to the top of the order for Rum River. Colton Skoglund to the plate. Runners at first and second, nobody out. So now Rum River trying to take their turn, adding a few more runs. A bunt attempt. Sickler will grab it, throw on to first for the first out. But the runners will advance. So both of them now in scoring position. Seth Plohas to the plate. And looks like we get a pinch runner over at third. That'll be Kyler Clancy running at third. Ben Sickler, this one swung on. Isaiah Brennan will make the play at short on the first, but that does score a run. So that does score a run, and the runner will advance to third. 2 down, and now Ryan Garlick to the plate. And it's 7-3. Runner at third, 2 down, 1-0 count for Ryan Garlick. That one swung on, fouled out of play. One count for Garlick. Sickler with the pitch. That one swung on, and that will get through. That's an RBI single. And the Bandits will not go away. Kevin Oth to the plate. 2 down, and a runner at first for the Bandits. 7-4. In there on the outside part of the plate, strike one. Kevin Oth has been hit by a pitch twice today. Runner is back safely on the pickoff attempt. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second is not going to get there. Garlick is safe on the steal. So now a runner at second, 2 down. Kevin Oth at the plate with an 0-2 count. That's high. That's ball one. The 1-2 is swung on. Brennan at short grabs it for out number 3. Well, Rum River does a little bit of damage on 2 hits. They get 2 runs. And an error committed by the Knights. So the Bandits score 2. Makes it a 7-4 still lead for the Knights. And that'll be their turn at the plate as they look to once again try and extend the lead. They did the last 2 innings, adding 3 in the last 2 innings. But in the last 4 innings, it's been 4 runs for the Bandits. Bottom of the 7th inning will be led off by Trevor Johnson for the Knights. We will get a new pitcher here for the Bandits. It's Braden Olson coming in for Seth Plohas. So Braden Olson will come in. We're number 45. Seth Plohas goes 6 innings. Allowed 7 hits and 7 runs. Let's see, he walked. Well, he hit 2. 3. He hit 3. Did Plohas. Let's see how many he walked. Well, 1, 2, 3. Walked 3, hit 3. And struck out 3, 4. Yes. So struck out 4. So Plohas through 6 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 3 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and 4 strikeouts for him. Now it's Braden Olson who will be in for the Bandits. And again, Trevor Johnson getting set to lead off this bottom of the 7th. So Trevor Johnson on the day. 1 for 3. Reaching on an error back in the 5th. Got a piece of that one, and that will roll right to Osmus in the on deck. Dirt. On deck dirt. 0-1 on that foul. Here's the pitch from Olson. That's outside. And we'll get past the glove of the catcher. One pitch from Olson. That's outside as well. So 2 balls and 1 strike. And here's the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike for Trevor Johnson, the leadoff man, in the bottom of the 7th. And here's the pitch from Olson. That's ball 4. So Trevor Johnson draws a walk to lead off the inning, and Sean Osmus comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 as well. We will get a pinch runner at first. Will be Griffin Steele. He's got speed at first now. Olson pauses. Here's the pitch. Osmus swings, and this one is going to be in the infield and caught for the first out by the first baseman. 1 down, bringing up Bryce Hipp, 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the first. Bottom of the 7th, Knights lead 7-4 over the Bandits of Rum River. Braden Olson, the new pitcher for Rum River, checks the runner at first, but Steele is back. And again, a pickoff attempt, but Steele is back in time. Olsen with the pitch, and that is going to get Hip. So Hip will be hit by a pitch for the second time today. And now runners at first and second with one down, and that brings to the plate T.J. Johnson. Runners at first and second, one down. That one's called ball one. T.J. Johnson 0 for 3 on the day. That's inside for ball two. Olsen readies with the 2-0. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Ball three. T.J. Johnson. .30 is low, and that's ball four. So the third walk this inning. Runners have loaded the bases for Isaiah Brennan with one down. And we'll have a conference on the mound with Braden Olsen. Braden Olsen came into this inning to pitch. Not been the greatest of innings so far for him. Trying to turn it around here after a quick meeting with the manager and catcher. But bases are loaded for the Knights with one down. And a base hit here by Brennan could really help out the Knights. Probably score 2. You've got Hip and Steele at second and third. Steele running for Trevor Johnson. Infield is in. That pitch is also inside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch from Olsen. Outside for ball two. Olsen readies. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In there for strike one. Braden Olsen readies. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And Brennan gets a piece of it, fouls it back into the backstop. Two count for him. Bases loaded, one down. Olsen with the pitch. Brennan gets this one swung out to left field. Left fielder, good track on it, and he grabs it and holds on, but he slips. And it will score a run. Sac fly there from Isaiah Brennan to score a run. So 2 down now. That does score a run. Runners advance. Runners at second and third for the leadoff man, or top of the order, I should say, Max Sickler, who did lead off the game. So 2 down. Knights now lead 8-4. Max Sickler gets this one swung on and fouled out of play down the right field line. Everybody moves back. Olsen with the pitch. In there for strike 2 to Max Sickler. Olsen readies again. Here's the 0-2 for Max Sickler. That's ball 1. Bottom of the 7th, 2 down. Runners in scoring position for Max Sickler. Sacrifice fly from Isaiah Brennan. Gets them a run on the board. Here's the 1-2 pitch for Sickler. That one hit right out towards center fielder, but that's going to beat him. That's going to 1-2, maybe roll to the wall. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2, and a 2-run stand-up double for Max Sickler. That is huge for the Knights. It scores 2 runs to make it 10-4. Still 2 down, and now a runner on second again, this time for Cale Haugen. He's looking to add an RBI to his stats here this game that started this morning, 10 a.m. That's in there for strike 1, and Haugen thought different, but on to the next one. And here's the 0-1 pitch for Haugen. That one grounded to the first baseman. He grabs it and steps on the bag himself for out number 3. So that will end the inning, but the Knights do some damage. On 1 hit, they score the 3 runs. And no errors. Let me see. Yeah, no errors by Rum River. It is now the top of the 8th inning. The Knights leading over Rum River 10-4. That was huge, getting those 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. But Rum River has been hot these last 4 innings. They scored 4 in 4 innings, and they'll look to try and continue that streak of scoring here once we get to the start of the 8th. But first, before that, a word from our fine sponsors.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on WCMP to lead off the top of the 8th is number 5, Jackson Skoglund. That one swung on and fouled down the third base line. One now for Jackson Skoglund. First one is inside, or the next one I should say, is inside for ball 2. That's going to be low. 3 balls, 1 strike for Jackson Skoglund. The leadoff man for the 8th inning for the Bandits. Sickler with that one. Right up past him. That's going to go off of the mound and bounce into the outfield, and that'll be a base hit for Jackson Skoglund. Now Owen Forshen to the plate. Runner at first. Left-handed batter into the box. A swing and a miss, half-hearted swing. He didn't want to, but it wound up going, and it's strike one. Here's the 0-1. That one's out, and that is going to can't teach it. That's another base hit here for the Bandits. Owen Forshin. And the Bandits look to be trying to score again. Connor Osland again to the plate. Runners at first and second. Nobody down. That one swung on, and that's another base hit. And it will score a run. It's not only going to score one, no, it's only going to score the one. Ben Sickler. An RBI single. So now runners at second and third, nobody down after that RBI single. It's 10-5, nobody out. Have a visit with Ben Sickler quickly. And that's a very quick visit. As now, John Gobb to the plate. Well, and the Bandits have scored one run already. They scored 2 last inning. Didn't get any in the... Oh, I apologize. Didn't get any in the 6th, but 4th and 5th they saw runs come across. So, Bandits' offense has gotten a little bit hot here. Strike one. And this one swung on. Throw going home. That's going to be out at home. Nice play there by Isaiah Haas. Smart play as he'll throw home and get the first out of the inning. Only the first. But you do get the lead runner out at home, which is huge. And now you've got one down, runners at first and second. Duke Waxberg to the plate. He absolutely hit a rocket down the third base line in his last at-bat. That's in there for strike one to Waxberg. So now one down. That's outside. 1-1 for Waxberg. Sickler with the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, 1 down. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get past Isaiah Haas. And it will not score a run as that runner at third will stay. So that will be a single for Duke Waxberg. Now back to the top of the order for Colton Skoglund. Bases loaded, 1 down. Here's the first pitch. Inside for ball 1. You know, the Knights have done a good job these last 3 innings of adding 6 more runs, but Rum River has just kind of stayed hot with their bats. That one is into foul territory. Can Haas get it? No. And Haas, he knew how important that one is to grab. Laying out for it, just unable to get there to make the catch. That would have been big for out number 2. So 1-1 for Skoglund. That one swung on. And that's Brennan who will grab it at short, and it will keep the runners at bay. So now 2 down, bases still loaded. And that brings to the plate Seth Plohas. Ziegler with the pitch. That's in there, strike one. One on the way. Outside for ball one. That one swung on and fouled back out of play by Plohas. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 down. As the Bandits have scored 1 here already this inning. Swung on, foul. And the Knights catch a break there on that one. That would have been disaster had that been fair. But 1 ball, 2 strikes for Plohas. 2 down, bases loaded. Ziegler with the pitch. That one swung on and hit out towards center. TJ Johnson under it. Makes the grab for out number 3. Well, the Knights avoid disaster here in the top of the 8th. They only allow the 1 run. And they get out of the inning. 4 hits, 1 run. No errors committed there by Hinckley. And now to the bottom of the 8th. Knights will look to add some insurance here as Corey Schmidt will lead off for them in the bottom of the 8th. While we have a moment, we'll take just a 30-second commercial break.
WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Slips one, slips a second, able to get away for Sluka. Back underneath, far side, and a goal!
To the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. Pine City, Mora, Hinckley Finlayson, East Central, Bram, Rush City, Malacca, North Branch. Find out who's playing next at WCMPradio.com.
Back here on WCMP and 106.5 FM, AM 1350, live video at WCMPradio.com. It's Corey Schmidt, Isaiah Haas, and Trevor Johnson due up. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Knights leading over the Rum River Bandits 10-5. It's been a good battle between these two teams. It's been a surely entertaining game. The Knights got out to a 4-0 lead after 2, and then even after 3. Then in the 4th and 5th, the Bandits added 2, while the Knights added 1. So it was a 5-2 lead, in which they added 5 more in the next 2 innings to make it 10-4. And now with the Bandits adding a couple more, it's 10-5. Bottom of the 8th, Braden Olson still out there. First pitch to Corey Schmidt is high for ball 1. That's ball 2. In there for strike 1. That's inside, but in there for strike 2 to Corey Schmidt. Olson readies. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And I think it was, a foul tip for out number 1. Isaiah Haas to the plate with 1 down. As I mentioned, the Knights looking to add on some insurance here in this inning. That's ball 1 to Isaiah Haas. One 0 to Haas. That's low for ball 2. 2-0. Outside, ball 3. That's in there for strike 1 to Isaiah Haas. 3 balls, 1 strike to him. That one swung on and towering hit into foul territory. And the catcher cannot make the grab. He's got to give himself a moment to catch his breath. Almost made the catch there. Good effort. But that will make it a full count now for Isaiah Haas. Three balls, 2 strikes to Isaiah Haas. Oh, and that's going to hit him. That's the second time he's been hit by a pitch today. Put a runner on first for Trevor Johnson. Coming up here at 1 p.m., the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs will take on the Ramsey Renegades. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game at 4 p.m. And if the Knights can hang on and win this game, I'll be back here at 4. This one swung on and ground out to short. Who gives it to 4, 6-4-3 double play. Well, that does not help. No hits, no runs for the Knights. No errors by the Bandits, and the Knights will have to shut it down here in the top of the 9th inning. So, the Knights need to finish it off here in the 9th. The utmost importance. Ben Sickler's out there once again for the top of the 9th. He'll look to finish it off when we come back after word from our fine sponsors.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Interested in raising funds for your school or organization? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is now participating in cheese fundraisers. Raise funds by selling cheese to your friends and family and supporting our local farmers. Please call us at 715-689-2053 to find out more.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, the 9th inning of play. Getting set to start. Ben Sickler is out there on the mound to try and finish it off. And leading off for the Rum River Bandits is going to be Ryan Garlick. He's been their player of the game today. Hit a home run back in the 4th, a solo shot, and then also had an RBI single back in the 7th. So Ryan Garlick Starting things off here in the ninth. That one swung on, and it's gonna... Oh, my goodness, did Brennan make the catch? No, it's just past his glove. And it gets down for a base hit. Brennan, what a run after that one. I thought he may have gotten his glove on it, but just past his outstretched glove. So now, runner at first. Nobody out. Kevin Oth to the plate. And it looks like we will get a change in the pitchers. Ben Sickler, his morning/afternoon is done. It's a round of applause as he leaves the field. Good outing, and it's going to be Bryce Erickson taking over at the pitcher spot. And with that, we'll get a commercial break. Bryce Erickson will look to finish it off for the Knights when we come back.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Yeah, I'll take a number 2 with a large soda. Excuse me? What? I can't understand anything you're saying. Maybe I just need to talk to a manager.
This week, get a family pass for 6 on the Osceola and St. Croix Valley Railway. Take the family for a scenic ride on the train for only $32.50. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
All right, that's sweet. Should I pull ahead?
That's WCMPradio.com/deals.
Top of the ninth. Knights trying to finish this one off and get themselves to the 4 o'clock game against the winner of Chisago Lakes and Ramsey. It's Bryce Erickson out on the mound to try and finish it off. Ryan Garlick reached on a single, and now at the plate will be Kevin Oth. That single just got over the head of Isaiah Brennan. He raced after it, man, and he a step sooner, he would have grabbed it, but good effort either way by Isaiah Brennan. So Erickson with the first pitch to Kevin Oth. It bounces. And the left-handed Bryce Erickson. First pitch is ball 1. That one's in there for strike 1. 1-1 now to Oth. Oth has been hit twice today as well. 1-1. That's in there. Strike 2. 1-2 count now to Kevin Oth. Bryce Erickson. And Oth just gets a piece of it to keep himself alive. One-two pitch again. And the dirt. Ball 2. Evens count at 2 balls, 2 strikes for Kevin Oth. Runner at first. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. If the Knights hang on and win, they'll play at 4 p.m. That's outside. That will run the count full. And Oth gets a piece of that one. Stay alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Erickson readies with the full count pitch. That's going to be low, and it'll be ball 4. So Oth will draw the walk. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Jackson Skoglund to the plate. 0 for 3 today. A single just last inning for Skoglund. And just a reminder, if the Knights do hold on and win, their next game will be at 4, but that will not be on 106.5 FM. It will be over on KBEK 95.5 FM. We've got the Packers game on this channel coming up at 3:25. And the Vikings over on 100.9 at 3. So if the Knights play again at 4, that'll be on KBEK. This one swung on and popped up. Isaiah Brennan, right under it, grabs it for out number 1. Brennan has made a lot of plays at shortstop today. That's another one. So 1 down, runners at first and second for Owen Forshin, left-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Erickson. Low for ball 1. That one swung on, a slow roller to Erickson. He'll throw to first. A little bit high, but they're going to say he got him. They're going to talk about it. They're going to overturn it. They're going to say he's safe. So bases loaded with 1 down now after they overturn that call. So 1 down, bases loaded, and 1-0 count for Connor Osland. After all that, one-0 pitch from Erickson that stays high for ball 2. Two-0 now to Osland. That's in there for strike 1. Two one. Erickson gets him to swing and miss. Two. Erickson with the pitch. Swinging him. That one's... Oh, it gets under the glove of Schmidt. And it's going to score 2. Oh, my goodness. That is disastrous for the Knights. That's going to score 2. It's 10-7. Oh, boy. So with that error, that scores 2. So with that, runners will be on the corners, 1 down, and looks like Bryce Erickson is only going to go away 1/3 of an inning, unfortunately. So, two runs given up there by Erickson. 1 walk, no hit by pitch and no strikeouts. Looks like Isaiah Haas is going to come in and try and finish off the game. We'll take a commercial break and come back for the wrap-up of this one.
Game Day Gilman here, and I'm now joined by the Classic Restoration and Construction. Right here in Ogilvie is your local choice for roofing, siding, windows, or carpentry. Need a repair on a garage or shed? No problem. A full roof replacement due to storm damage or a new window? Put Classic Restoration and Construction's experience to work for you. No job is too big and no job is too small. Find Classic Restoration and Construction on Facebook. Quality construction done with class. Classic Restoration and Construction.
Brady Johnson moves out to right field for Bryce Hipp. And I believe that was the only move here in this one as, well, obviously not the only move, but did Brennan, yeah, it looks like everyone just kind of moved over because Cale Haugen moved to second. And Schmidt moves to third. So, top of the ninth. Been a rough one here for the Knights. They've allowed 2 runs. It's 10-7, despite what my scoreboard says. The scoreboard here at the field, I promise, is 10-7. 1 down, runners at the corners, and now it's John Gobb. Haas could induce a ground ball double play, but I think just worried about getting the out is more important. That one is going to come up short. Again, runners at the corners, 1 down. 2 runs have already scored for the Bandits. The tying run is at the plate right now, and Gobb. Haas. That one's outside for ball 2. That's in there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike for John Gobb. That one's inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike for John Gobb. Knights in danger of loading the bases once again. That one's ball 4. Well, that will once again load the bases for the Bandits. But if there's positive at all, it's that now you can touch any bag and get an out. But Duke Waxberg, in the last 3 at-bats, he's had 3 singles and has scored twice. 1 down. That's in there for strike 1 to Duke Waxberg. Bases loaded. Tying run is at first for the Bandits. That's inside, ball. And they check on that umpire on the infield grass. He says he did not go, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is in there for strike 2, and Waxberg jumping out of the batter's box, not agreeing with that call. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, bases loaded. Haas readies. Here's the pitch. It got him. That will score a run. And I think what Haas is coming in to say is that maybe Waxberg leaned into that one. Umpires will talk about it. Haas does not. Haas thought he leaned into it a bit. And they are going to say he did not. Well, that makes it 10-8 now. And now all of a sudden it's 10-8. Base is still loaded with only 1 out. That one's in their outside part of the plate for strike 1. 10-8. Knights came in with a 10-5 lead, giving up 3 runs. That's outside. Ball 1. Trevor Johnson going to take time out here to talk with Isaiah Haas real quick. One ball, one strike to the top of the order man, Colton Skoglund. One down, bases are loaded. Haas with the 1-1 pitch. That's high for ball 2. Knights in a tough spot here. This is swing and a miss on that one. That'll help. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Still only 1 down, though, for the Knights. Or for the Bandits, rather. Knights trying just to get out of the inning. If they can hold them off, they get the win. But Bandits have just, since the 6th, or 7th, rather, they've just been catching fire at the plate. That one's outside. That runs the count full, and again in danger of walking home a run. Well, this will be interesting for the Knights. Full count pitch on the way. In there for strike 3, and that'll get them looking. And that's big. That is, wow. That could really change the entire game. As he gets him looking on the outside part of the plate, Seth Polhaus to the plate. So here we go. Haas with the pitch. Ooh, just high for ball 1. Polhaus 0 for 5. Base is still loaded, 2 down. Haas with the pitch in there, outside part of the plate for strike 1. Hinckley fans getting loud, cheering on their team, knowing they only need the 1 out. That one winds up in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike to Polhaus. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Out towards left. That's going to get down. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. And it's going to score... No, it'll only score 2. That will tie the game. And our 2-run double by Polhaus. Well, that hurts. 10-10. Knights have given up 5 runs here in this inning. And we'll have another meeting at the mound. Ted Haas will come out, visit with Isaiah Haas, and wow. Well, now no matter what, the Knights have to play through a bottom of the 9th. And they're hoping just to make it 1 run that they need. Looks like Isaiah Brennan will be the next pitcher. Yeah, it will be. So Isaiah Brennan will be the next pitcher for the Knights. While he gets warmed up, we'll take commercial break.
At Walia Health, your eye health is our passion. With cutting-edge technology and a team dedicated to your well-being, we're here to ensure your eyesight shines bright. From diagnosing and treating conditions like cataracts and glaucoma to helping you find the perfect pair of glasses or contacts, we've got you covered. Schedule your appointment today at waliahealth.org or give us a call at 320-679-2020. Let's keep those eyes sparkling together.
Hi, this is Sarah from Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Do you know about our propane customer referral program? It's simple and rewarding. Refer a qualified new Burnett Dairy propane customer and you'll receive a $100 credit to your account. Terms and conditions apply. Call 715-689-1032 for details and follow our Burnett Dairy General Store Facebook page. Share the warmth with Burnett Dairy, your trusted propane partner.
There's just nothing like being on the water, especially on a pontoon. Pine Toon Rental in Pine City has your next outing. Spend the day on the water, whether you want to fish or just float in style. With this 20-footer that holds up to 9 passengers, half-day rentals start as low as $200. Better yet, rent for a full 8 hours, starting at $300. But you've got to reserve your pontoon first. Visit pinetoonrental.com.
Back here on WCMP, battered around as now Ryan Garlick back to the plate. Not probably the guy you want to be seeing out there. Isaiah Brennan is the new pitcher for the Knights as he's just trying to end the inning because now the Knights, no matter what happens here, they have to play the bottom of the ninth. So Brennan trying to finish this one off. That one is hit, and that's going to get by. That's going to score 1. It'll score 2. 2-run single for Garlick. And that hurts. Now they take a 12-10 lead. Seven runs hit here by the Bandits in the top of the ninth. This one by Brennan outside for ball 1. It's Kevin Oth at the plate. Swing and a miss by Oth. Here's the 1-1. And Garlick is in his second with the steal. A 2-1 count for Kevin Oth at the plate. Here's the 2-1. He went. Yeah, he did. And that's going to be strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brennan trying to get them out of this because the Knights at the very least, need 2 as of right now. 3 to win it, but they need at least 2 to continue. Brendan with the 2-2 outside. How to run the count full. Here's the full count pitch. Hit, swung on. Schmidt will throw it on first, and that will be it. Well, a lot of runs, 7 of them. 7. Seven runs score for the Bandits here in the top of the ninth. That hurts. So, with the top of the ninth come to a close, the Knights give up 7 runs. They trail 12-10, and they have to, at the very least, get 2 runs. So the Knights, at the very least, have to get 2 runs at the minimum. And it starts with Sean Osmus. Looks like it's Bryce Hipp back in there. And TJ Johnson. Knights need 2. 3 for the win, 2 to send us to the 10th inning. That one's in there for strike 1 to Sean Osmus. That one swung on and missed. Oh, 2 for Osmus. Here's the pitch from Olson. And that one is lobbed to center. Grabbed for out number 1. Down to their final 2 outs are the Knights. Bryce Hipp to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Knights need to score 2 runs to bring it to a 10th or 3 to win. Outside part of the plate for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's fouled back and out of play. It is now 2-0-2 for Bryce Hipp. Braden Olson with the pitch. Ooh, that's going to be ball 1. Olson readies. Here's the 1-2 for Hipp. That one fouled down the third base line. Hipp battling. Hit back into the batter's box. A 1-2 count, 1 down. That one hit out towards left center. It's going to get down, and Hipp's going to go for extra. He's going to round first, going into second. That's where he'll stop. A stand-up double for Bryce Hipp, so that helps. So that helps. TJ Johnson at the plate. 1 down. Runner on in scoring position. The Knights need 2 runs to send us to a 10th. Again, 3 would win it. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Inside, but called strike 1. One now for TJ Johnson. That's outside. Ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Olson on the way. John's got a piece of it. That'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Get a ball in for the umpire, and Olson will ready with the 2-2 pitch. That one inside a little bit, and the throw on to first. No, didn't get him. It did not get him. Umpire on the infield says it did not get him. And the ump at home plate says he's sticking with, oh, now they're going to have a conversation. No, safe is the call after the conversation. It was close. Runners at the corners, one down. And now looks like we'll have a mound visit. It's Isaiah Brennan who will be at the plate after this mound visit. Runners at the corners, one down for the Knights. They need 2 again to keep themselves alive. 3 to win. So a conversation with Braden Olson over on the mound. Everybody makes their way back. Here's the first pitch to Brennan. Low for ball 1. That's low, ball 2. (2-0) for Isaiah Brennan. Here's the pitch. That's low, ball 3. (3-0) pitch on the way. And there for strike 1. 1 down, runners on the corners. Isaiah Brennan with a 3-1 count. That one hit at third. Double play ball. Juggled a little bit by the third baseman. It will score a run and get the runner out at second. So reach on the fielder's choice. So down to their final out. Max Sickler at the plate with the runner on first. 2 down. It's 12-11. So the Knights down to their final out of the season. They'll check the runner at first, but he is back safely. Awkwardly, but safely. So Max Sickler at the plate, 2 down, runner at first. In there for strike 1 to Sickler. Here's the pitch. Ooh, outside called strike 2. Ooh, that hurts. Down to their final strike. That's in there, ball 1. And Isaiah Brennan is in the second with the steal. So 1-2 count for Max Sickler. Down to their final strike. Runner at second. And Sickler gets a piece of that one, fouls it out of play. Keeping himself in the night season alive. One-two pitch from Olson. And Sickler, this one is going to go foul out of play. Oh, looks like we're going to have a mound visit again for Braden Olson. So that quick conversation over. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Max Sickler, as the Knights are down to their final strike of the season. Again, they need at least one more run across to get us to a 10th. If they can get 2, they'll advance to that 4 o'clock game. Swing and a miss, and that's it. That is it for the Hinckley Knights season this year. And the Knights fall to the Bandits 12-11. We'll come back, recap this game and the Knights season as a whole. The Knights fall to the Bandits 12-11. Remember, if you're watching this on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. That way, anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be notified. And it will give you the notification. All you got to do is click on it. Well, we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors, recap this game and the Knights season. You're listening to Playoff Baseball on WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Arrowhead Transit plays a pivotal role in bolstering the communities it serves. By providing accessible and reliable transportation, they ensure essential travel for work, education, and healthcare. Arrowhead Transit is customer-centric, continuously evolving to meet the needs of the community with initiatives like community outreach programs, job fairs, and educational workshops and more. Arrowhead Transit is more than just a transportation service. It is a vital part of the communities it supports. Your connection, your community. Arrowhead Transit. Your ride.
Yeah, I'll take a number 2 with a large soda. Excuse me? What? I can't understand anything you're saying. Maybe I just need to talk to a manager.
This week, save $10 off a gift certificate to Doc's Sports Bar and Grill in Sturgeon Lake. A $25 gift card for only $15. Visit WCMPradio.com/deals.
All right, that's sweet. Should I pull ahead?
WCMPradio.com/deals.
Does radio advertising work? It just did. Make it work for you. Contact us at WCMPradio.com.
Well, the Knights fall here to the Rum River Bandits 12-11 after the Bandits scored 7 runs in the top of the 9th inning to take a 12-10 lead. The Knights added 1 here in the bottom, but could not finish it off, and the Knights season has come to a close. Here in the elimination bracket, the Rum River Bandits move on to play at 4 o'clock against the winner of the next game here between Chisago Lakes and the Ramsey Renegades. So If you are in the area or you haven't seen a baseball game here at Brennan Field yet this year, come on out. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to watch a baseball game, and you got a beautiful day here this afternoon. So why not come out and watch America's pastime, some baseball here today, because you're going to see some great action. You've got 3 more games to come out and see. The Chisago Lakes Bulldogs and the Ramsey Renegades now. Then at 4 o'clock, you'll see the winner of this game play the Rum River Bandits. And then the winner of that 4 o'clock game will play the Princeton Panthers. So you've got some great baseball to watch if you come on out to Brennan Field here in Hinckley. The next game will start, well, it was supposed to start at 1, but because this one went a little bit long, it's going to take a little bit, so probably closer to that 2 o'clock hour, maybe 1:30, 1:45-ish, but closer to 2 o'clock for the start of our next game between the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs and the Ramsey Renegades. But that'll do it for me. That is it. The Hinckley night season sadly comes to a close. Rum River, 7 runs in the top of the 9th, and that'll be something that may bother the Knights for some time. But still a great season for Hinckley. They made it this far. Once again, a great season. And taking a look at some of their stats, it will be Corey Schmidt who will lead them in RBIs. I think even with today, let's see. Yeah, he'll have 40 or close to 40 if my math is correct. Can't trust my math, ladies and gentlemen, so I don't know. But he'll have 40. Their leading pitcher will be Ben Sickler. He'll be their leading pitcher this year. And it was a fun season. I got to be a part of a ton. This is the most Hinckley Knights games I've called in a year, and I've been blessed to be able to be a part of this season for the Hinckley Knights. It's been an absolute blast. I've enjoyed every second of it. Got to see some home runs, a few grand slams, some close games, some comebacks. It's been a fun season to be a part of here. But the Hinckley Knights do fall 12-11 to the Rum River Bandits. So that is it for the the Knights here this year. Finish up their season. They'll have to wait till next year to try again, but the Knights, a fun record of 12-3 on the year to finish up the season. As they got into postseason, they beat the Moron Blue Devils and then fell to Isani 4-3, and then fall here to Rum River 12-11. So for WCMP Game Day Gilman, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in. Also want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast. We appreciate them for sponsoring our broadcasts. Also remember, stay tuned to our morning shows on 95.5 FM, KBEK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM, WCMP with Josh Ramirez at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk town ball, and now that high school sports are going to be starting up their practices here this upcoming Monday, we'll start talking some high school sports as well again, as well as some regional and national sports. Stay tuned to the morning shows for those, as well as our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com, for game recaps of games we've been at, interviews with coaches and players, and broadcast schedules. That broadcast schedule gets up every Monday afternoon, unless there's no games to talk about, which there now won't be till the end of August. Yeah, our next broadcast will be high school sports at the end of August. Some volleyball, and then we've got some high school football coming up as well. Those will be our next broadcast. So no broadcast for the next few weeks for myself, sports-wise anyways. We may have some fairs that we'll be out at. I know we'll be at the Burnett County Ag Fair coming up at the end of August as well, so stay tuned for that. Josh Ramirez and myself will be out there. I'm pretty sure Roberta will be out there representing her town as well. But that comes up at the end of August once again. Also, stay tuned to our social medias, our Facebook pages for both of our stations, WCMP and KBEK, plus our Twitter at WCMP Radio. Again, you can keep up with everything local sports-wise there as well. Breaking sports news, coaches being hired, coaches retiring, interviews as well, game recaps, games that are coming up that day, and everything else that you can think of related to sports. That'll be coming up on our Facebook, our social medias, I should say. Again, here in this one, the Knights fall to the Rum River Bandits 12-11, ending their season. The Bandits will play at 4 o'clock against the winner of this game between the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs and the Ramsey Renegades, and then the winner of that 4 o'clock game will play against the Princeton Panthers for the right to go to state. The Isani Redbirds have already punched their ticket to state. Once again, for WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and like this YouTube page. That way, anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be notified. All you'll have to do is get the notification, click on it, and it will take you right to the live video. But for WCMP, Game Day Gilman, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day and a fantastic rest of your weekend.